All right, here we go. We starting episode 5. We just now getting started here.
Hey, I'm in the
Episode 5.
show.
You know what I'm saying? Episode 5. We in it. We in this thing. All right. How was your day today?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about yours?
I just lounged around, watched a little
We went fishing
basketball.
today.
Oh
I
yeah, I
ain't catch
seen
no
it.
fish. I ain't catch no fish, but we did go.
Where y'all be going fishing at? Cause every time y'all go
Uh,
fishing, don't nobody ever catch nothing. I
we
need
be
for y'all to
going
go
to
to
different.
another.
We be going to different places. Well, everybody done caught too, but we wasn't together.
Okay, okay.
So,
Somebody caught something. All right, somebody caught something.
yeah,
Okay.
but we didn't catch
'Cause
nothing today.
I was talking to Zara. She like, ain't nobody catch. I'm like, ain't nobody catch nothing last time. What's going on?
But it was a vibe.
Did y'all have
It was
fun though?
real quiet and peaceful. You know what I mean? So
So you had
yeah,
fun?
yeah. I just gotta catch something. That's the only thing.
All right. Well, and let's get these
It's
topics
been a
started.
lot going on. Yeah, it's been a
All right,
lot
so
going on.
the first topic I'm gonna get started with, I'm gonna start local. I'm gonna start local today.
Okay.
A rapper that I didn't listen to, so I'm not gonna
Okay.
act like I did, but he had like two songs that I did listen to.
Mm-hmm.
He's from the East Side area. He went to Poly High School. So you know what I'm saying? So his
Mm-hmm.
name 88 Dub. So unfortunately, he was shot and killed by the police, I think yesterday.
Yep.
And the article I was reading was saying that somebody was shooting at the police. I mean, somebody was shooting. The police pulls up to where the shooting took place at. I guess because sometimes I guess the police never pull up while the shooting is taking place. The police pull up while the shooting is taking place. They ask him to put the gun down. The person then does not put the gun down. I'm assuming that's what I read. I don't know how true
Mm-hmm.
this is.
That's what
From what
I've
I read,
seen too.
the person didn't put the gun down, and then the police then fired and um, killed the person. And then, from what
Mm-hmm.
I kept reading, somebody later on, while the police was doing the investigation, somebody pulled up and was firing shots at the police. And then
It
with
was
them,
the Wild Wild West the other
man, I'm
night.
like, God dang! Somebody pulled up, fired shots at the police, and then the police chased that person down, and then that person died. But I didn't see nobody posting anything about it.
That is exactly, you are exactly right. To
But
summarize it up, good summarization, because that's pretty much what occurred at the same time. So they are investigating this incident that done occurred with them pulling up to a party that was going on and shots was fired, and they pull up and he got the gun and he don't put the gun down and they fire it up on him. That's what the reports are saying. While that's happening, a SUV is riding by the scene several times to the point where the police, you know, go to have them stop or whatever, and that end into a police chase. This person get fired up on. I'm like, it was the Wild Wild West the other night, after
so
midnight.
yeah, this was after midnight. So
That's why I
then,
be saying after midnight, it's nothing safe outside after midnight. It's gremlins outside at that time.
let's look. Let's see what his father had to say about the situation.
First, those two deadly shootings involving police, we have learned both incidents began at the same location in Fort Worth. And tonight, a family member of one of those victims, along with police, with versions of this violence. Our Bracela Holguin with tonight's story.
My son didn't deserve to get gunned down like that.
Emmett Mayo says his son, 26-year-old Elijah Mayo, is the man Fort Worth police killed Saturday morning.
He was coming to perform here, 88 Dub.
He says his son is a rapper, goes by the name of Eastwood Dub. He had a performance at a party in the neighborhood, but before taking the stage, there was a shooting.
Then they said, well, we just had a shooting over here. So he walks, he asked the guy, could I still get my money, right, for his show and his flyer? And the gentleman said, they had a little altercation behind that. They fired shots at him first. He returned fire to protect himself.
Emmett says his son tried to get away from the situation, and that's when police showed up.
As officers were moving to the area where the shots were being fired, they encountered an individual that was armed with a handgun. At one point, the individual pointed the handgun at our officers, did not follow directions or orders to drop the handgun. Our officers fired upon that individual and struck that individual.
The shooting took place in Caroline Green's front yard.
One thing led to another, and he was laying there. The ambulance came out. I said, that man is dead.
As police were investigating this case, Chief Eddie Garcia says a driver sped by and allegedly tried to hit officers. A pursuit began. The suspect got on Interstate 820.
Continuation.
Able to stop the driver by using a pit maneuver.
As officers were approaching the suspect vehicle with their guns drawn, the suspect did not comply with orders and at one point grabbed the officer's handgun, and at which point officers opened fire on the suspect.
The suspect died at the scene and has yet to be identified. Police have not said if the two incidents are somehow connected. In Fort Worth, Mercedes Holguin, CBS News, Texas.
I didn't even catch that part. Grabbing the firearm, boy.
So do you have any opinions on that before we move on?
First off, our police officers have a very hard job. I don't care what y'all talking about. They really do. All this bullshit. He goes to a party. Now we fist to break this down. He go to they supposed to have paid him to, cause I ain't even, this my first, cause I hadn't even looked at the, seen it on the news, but I hadn't heard about it. But just listening to what the news has reported, he goes to perform at a party and they don't want to pay him. They get in a shootout. The police show up. He don't want to drop his gun. The police shoot him. Then somebody else driving by, they get in a tussle with the police. The police fire on them.
That's a crazy.
That is a crazy scenario.
That's a crazy story. I'm not gonna lie. And that happened down the street from
around the corner, up the block. Yes.
Man.
In Fort Worth. Right when we become, so this weekend also, Fort Worth became the 10th largest city in the United States on the map. Then Drake album dropped.
Got Fort
He
Worth.
got a song. Yeah, he got a song on his album, Fort Worth.
So
he ain't said nothing about Fort Worth, but just listen, it's a vibe. So let's talk about that. Because I know you got that. You got that on your notepad.
Drake album?
Yes, Drake dropped 3 albums.
Did you listen to him?
Yes, he trying to come up out that contract, ain't he?
Yeah.
How many albums? I wonder how many albums he got to put out.
Yeah, I wonder how many albums he had left if he dropped 3 in one.
We're going to have to find that out, son. We're going to have to find that out.
I listened to the Iceman one. It wasn't really for me. That's all I could say. But I asked my coworkers did they like it. I had out of the 3 coworkers that I asked, they said they like 3 songs out of Iceman, out of the full thing. They like 3 songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's getting a high approval rating right now. I tried to listen to it though. I did try to listen to it. It just wasn't for me. What you think about it? Did you like it?
First off, disclaimer, hear me out. I am a Drake fan. I spent all day Friday, nothing but Drake. Me and your sister went to the mall and she get in the car trying to hook her phone up to the Bluetooth. I said, it's Drake Day. We listen to Drake all day. Because he done dropped 3 albums, so I'm about to listen to him. I listened to all 3. and it just didn't capture me like I needed it to.
Yeah.
I mean, he got some bangers on each one, but it didn't draw me in like I. But Drake. So one of your cousins was telling me, she was like, "Cousin, Drake, you kind of got to listen to him a few times before it just started catching on you." But I was like, "Yeah," but at the same time, I'm used to putting Drake in and just letting it flow, and I'm not having to
Mhm.
skip songs. I
Yep.
wasn't feeling it. And then he got 2 songs with Sexy Red. And that first one that he got with Sexy Red, oh, that one is trash. Her energy is so low on it on the song to where it's just like, why is she even on her?
Mhm.
The song has no energy to it. And then, but I'm gonna say this. He got some good bangers on each one of them. Cause I feel that Maid of Honor, I feel like that's like a more of a party vibe type of album. You know, like songs
Mhm.
on that one, you'll probably hear that, at a party or something like that. And then Iceman, he had like 2 or 3 on there that I like, but I don't know. It just didn't. For the time I've waited, I expected more. I'm gonna say that.
Okay. And then like the way that they was doing the whole Iceman, he had like ice cubes outside his house or whatever they had ice cubes at. People was going out there
It
trying.
just didn't hit like I needed it to. It just didn't. I needed it to do something. And I literally listened to all 3 albums in a day. Cause every I was listening to it in the house. When I got ready to go in the car, I'm listening to it in the car. Like I'm Drake all day Friday, all day Drake. But mm-mm. I ain't. I'm gonna give on a score of 1 to 10, all 3 albums together combined. I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's Drake.
Okay. Okay, so if it was somebody else, it'd probably be a 6.
Yeah. Or maybe even a 5. I'm talking about all 3
Ooh.
combined. These are 3 albums that he put out here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Y'all drop y'all thoughts. What y'all think in the comments? Let us know what you rated. 1 to 10. What are you rating Drake album? I'm gonna give it a 7. Flat out.
All right, since we rating music, and I had a viral song that's going viral on the internet in the DFW area right now, and I just want to, I wanted you to look at the video and give the song a rating for me. Give me a rating on the song and give me a rating on the video after we watch it.
Okay, so
This
I don't even
song,
know what song you talking about,
look,
but let's
this
see if
song
it's one
is
that I
going.
done
I'm
started
gonna be
liking.
honest, it's going
Okay.
crazy in the DFW area
Ah,
right now.
I done caught a piece of this.
So you gotta let
Oh
me
man,
know.
this is a DFW artist.
She stay in the DFW area. She from Florida. She moved to Dallas.
Oh, money. Oh, I thought she was saying money, 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 money. Oh boy, look. Good production.
Good
I would
production.
say that it was a good production.
Good
I
production.
was I'm like, okay.
Good production. That was good production. I will say that. That was good production.
My knees. My knees. I, I still can't tell she's saying my money. Money. I'm I'm joking. Oh wee. That's funny. I still can't tell she's saying money.
That was
Can
funny.
you? Am I tripping?
I done heard it a couple of times, so I give her the benefit of the doubt. I forget
I
it a little bit,
listen.
but I heard what you heard too, though.
Yeah,
That's what make it funny. I
I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna
say
know.
she's saying
My
my
knee,
knee.
my knee, my knee, my knee. That's funny. I just been seeing that all over my for you. So
Hey,
I
any
gotta
publicity is good publicity.
I gotta
Shoot.
I gotta show my mama this video. All right, well, I'm gonna get to my next topic. We haven't talked about this, but this happened last week, and it's been carrying on into this week. So I'm gonna bring it in there. The Julio Foolio murder, where he was shot and killed in Tampa. He's from Jacksonville. I believe it was like four shooters followed him from
Hmm.
Jacksonville to Tampa and shot and killed them. One of them was a girl. She had nothing to do with it. It was her boyfriend and his friends or whatever.
Hmm.
They got an Airbnb down there, stayed at an Airbnb, followed Julio Foolio around town, and shot him at a hotel. So then they in jail for this situation now, or whatever. And then now everybody was feeling bad for the one little light skinned boy because his parents was both in the military and he had stayed in Japan and he had stayed with his grandparents in Mississippi and and he stayed with his dad in California, so he done stayed all over the world.
All over the world.
He was the ringleader behind the Julio Foolio situation because he was looking for the hotels and stuff on his phone. They had that how him what's it called when you screen watching it, like when you screen recording it. Yeah, he was
Mhm.
screen recording it and sent it to his friends and him looking for Julio Foolio hotels where they gonna be at. And I believed it was his weapons that was used in the firearm. I don't think it was his switch, but the heavy artillery weapons was probably his
Mhm.
weapon. So now him and everybody else in the case is facing life or even the death penalty.
Well,
But
they were sentenced.
they
All
were sentenced.
yeah, all four of them were sentenced on Friday.
Do
All
you
four of
know?
them. Yeah, all four of them have gotten life in prison.
Dang.
All four of them got life. And listen, they were celebrating it. You know it's bad when you celebrating life versus death, the death penalty, because those were the two choices: either life in prison or the death penalty. And all four of them got life, and they lawyers was patting their backs, and
Dang. Life in prison.
all four of them. All four of them got life in prison. And then the cold part about it was two of the two of them were brothers,
Oh
right?
man, yeah.
And their uncle came to testify, and their uncle is locked up. He got life or 50 years to life or something like that. And then because him and his brother did a crime together, and both of them got long-term sentences. So both of they uncle and they daddy, both of them are doing long-term sentences. And then the two brothers, the two Murphy brothers, they both
Dang.
got life. So they doing the same thing. I was like, that was crazy to witness.
For real. That's unfortunate.
Yes. And I was telling somebody about it, and they was like, they had the uncle to come testify, and he doing time.
How they even make that happen?
I
How
was
did
like,
that?
he did. He had on his, he was on the stand, and he testified.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
He did.
That's
Yep.
crazy. Well, I seen this too. They still saying that the little light skinned boy innocent. So they trying to get him an appeal and stuff right now, trying to get him a lawyer. They got to go fund me out right now for the light skinned boy, trying to get him an appeal.
That was a thing. I had something about him too. Because during his trial, his mama, his granny, his sister, all three of them spoke, but I ain't heard nothing about a daddy.
Me neither.
I ain't heard nothing about a father, a dad, a male figure. I don't know what was up with that. So that could have caused a identity crisis in that boy for him to get caught up in that situation. Because his lifestyle was totally different from the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know how they got caught up together, but they did. But yeah, all four of them, life in prison, all four of them. On Friday.
Dang.
On Friday. And they were saying they had ex-warden to get on the stand. He talking about the older prisoners are aging out and they need young men for sweat equity.
Dang.
He said he got on the stand and said it. I didn't watch the complete entire trial all the way through, but I was, watching playbacks or what have you, and the stuff that I was catching I was just like, this was just a disaster situation. They fist to have life in prison. They're not getting out, and that's a long time.
Yeah, life is a life in prison, and you're not getting out. And they talking about when you leave, it's gonna be in the box.
I came across a video today where a man had did 66 years in prison before he died. 66 years and he died. He was a lifer. I'm like, golly.
So
But yeah, so that's what happened with the Julio Foolio situation.
yeah, that's the end of the Julio Foolio situation. That's the end. The end of the
Yeah,
Julio
all four of them.
situation. Life in prison for 4
All
people.
four of them.
That's how the Julio Foolio situation ends.
That's
Life
how it
in
ended.
prison.
That's how it ended. Just like that.
Now check this out.
What you got?
I got two topics in one. So NBA YoungBoy's little brother went to court this week for a situation where he got into it with another NBA crew member named Lil Dump. So NBA YoungBoy little brother wanted to use Lil Dump's girlfriend car to go pick up another girl. She said, "No, you can't use my car."
Okay.
He ended up leaving, not using her car, but taking her car keys. She come back, she get mad at him about it. They get into it. He starts pistol whipping her.
What?
This not even his girlfriend. This is his partner's girlfriend.
What?
His partner get into it. I mean, his partner get into the midst of this, get into the middle, and then he pulls a gun on his partner, which is Lil Dump, shoots it, but nothing comes out because when he was pistol whipping the girl, the magazine came out. They then called the police.
That's the whip.
They then called the police. He go to jail.
I'm sure he did.
This is what he wore to jail this week. Whenever, because he ended up getting a bond because he's NBA YoungBoy's brother. If he get a bond, he gonna get the money to get out. He ended up getting a bond.
Them pistol whip his homeboy girlfriend, basically what you saying.
And this is what he wore to court.
What did he wear? What?
Can you see that? That's what he wore to court.
Eat coochie. It's healthy. To court. The disrespect of it all. What are you trying to get? He trying to get some time. He trying to be held in contempt. Now, see, some of our people would say, that's racist. He did. That's disrespectful. You don't have no type of respect for yourself. This is a courtroom. Did the judge hold? I would hold him in contempt. I'm not even a judge, but if I were, and a man came into my courtroom, a young black man came into my courtroom with a shirt that say, eat pussy is healthy, I would hold him in contempt. Right there. And he would go to jail. 48 hours. You need time to think about this.
And then
What
the part
happened? Please tell me.
let's see. I don't after that
What
I
happened?
didn't keep up with it. So let's see. This is
He
nothing but
brought
a
this
quick.
to court, and this is what did the judge do? I need
Let's
to
see.
know. Because I would be on the judge's side if the judge held him in contempt and gave him 48 hours, 72 hours. You need time to think about why you came into my courtroom like that. And 24 ain't going to do it.
Let's see.
That's crazy.
Somebody look, I'm reading the comments. It say at least he showed up to his court date.
No, ain't no at least. Have some respect for yourself. But see, I raised him, so would you go to court like that, son? Tell me.
No. I would not. I would not. I went to my Wendy's.
Anybody with some sense wouldn't go to court like that.
I went to my Wendy's. I went to my Wendy's interview in a suit type situation at
Ready.
Wendy's.
That boy ready. Nice little
So,
button down.
so I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was disrespectful. I would hold him in contempt. I'm gonna have to look into that. What's that boy name again? Look.
Kendall Golden. I'm trying to see what happened about him wearing that to court. I can't get nothing. Like I
Okay,
can't
that's
find.
NBA young boy brother, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm writing this on my notes because I need to find out what happened.
Then we're gonna get
Is
into
that
this. NBA Ben 10 was shot again this week.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing that.
He was shot again this week. He already in a wheelchair. And uh this is another thing. A rumor is going around, and they're saying that this could possibly be an in-house situation because you know how gang. I hate to say this, but you know how gang members is. Whenever whenever a gang member is shot, a rival gang is posting or making songs about so and so being shot. You don't hear none of this. You don't hear nothing about the situation. You just hear that Ben 10 has been shot. And they don't want you to know nothing about it. Nothing else. Nothing. Boom. So since I just told you about this NBA Kendall pulling the gun out on Dump and pistol whipping his girlfriend and shooting at, and now Ben 10 is in back and back.
Oh,
I'm like, hey, NBA young boy is in Paris right now. He need to stay in Paris and stop dealing with
stay
these.
out of it.
I mean, stop dealing with these guys.
And from what I'm hearing, since he been in Paris, his whole little clique been falling apart.
For real, they've been falling apart.
And that's what I'm hearing. This ain't even my crowd, so you know it's a problem. The streets are saying NBA young boy been in Paris, his clique been falling apart.
That's what the streets saying.
That's what the streets saying.
So on to my next topic. How do you feel about this Chud the Builder situation with him shooting somebody outside the courthouse, getting a $1.3 million bail, raising over $100,000 in 2 days for the bail, and not being able to use the donation money to post bail?
They fit to make him go through the changes. He wasn't even one that I was following. He wasn't on my radar until he became on my radar, which is here recently. I'm like, from what I'm seeing, hey, karma is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So he just gonna have to go through. He going through the changes right now. He might come out on the other side a better person.
Well, if he get a lot of jail time for this situation, because
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing he facing a lot of jail time.
he shot somebody, and then he already had prior cases that he was
I'm
fighting.
hearing he facing a lot of jail time. So we gonna have to bring
Yeah,
it
we
full
gonna yeah
circle for
we gonna
y'all.
see. Yeah, we gonna have to see what we gonna have to see what
We're gonna have to bring this full circle because I don't know.
we're gonna have to see what
He
happens.
facing a lot of time from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too.
Yeah, but he wasn't even one that was following on my radar. I don't people that I don't like, I
Yeah,
don't
I
listen
didn't.
to
Yeah, I
them.
wasn't following him. The only time I was just seeing the
You
recent
be seeing different
downfall.
stuff. And
I was
like
just seeing
now,
like the recent downfall. I'm gonna be honest. That's all. I wasn't seeing his highs. I just been seeing the
and
low.
that's what I've been seeing. And that's how he done finally just caught because now he been going through all these different things and now he done actually got locked up. So now it's like big news. I'm like, he been getting on people's nerves for a while now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Using the M word very heavily. I'm surprised he done made it this long. It became a form of entertainment for people that were following him,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
People love to see a good crash out.
Yeah, yeah, true.
People would love to watch you crash out. They'll love to, because some people they ain't gonna do it, so they'll shoot. You gonna do it? We'll love to watch you crash out.
Hmm.
So
So now we getting to see this firsthand. For real.
all right, I got a couple more topics though. I got this Cheyenne Bryant. She's been going on a book tour because
Mm-mm.
she has a book, and she's a like therapist, doctor therapist. And on this book tour she's been going out, they haven't been asking her nothing about the book. They're just asking her about her doctor degrees that she has, because she's been saying that she has, I guess, 2 or 3 doctor degrees. But when people ask her to show her evidence of these doctor degrees, she said that the school that she got the doctor degree shut down, and she wasn't able to get her transcripts because after the school shut down, it took her too long to try to get the transcripts, and then the transcripts weren't allowed to be whatever.
Lady
So,
was lying.
then it got to the point where she was saying they had asked her about it on the interview, and she was saying like, "Don't ask me about it no more." Basically, like, I'm a doc. I'm not really a doctor. I just practice therapy. I'm not a doctor. I practice therapy, and don't ask me about it no more. That's that. But you hear her in previous interviews saying that she was a
Mhm.
doctor. So now it's going up that people that did buy her book are looking to get refunded, because they're saying that they didn't know that she was false advertising. And the publisher is thinking
Mhm.
about pulling her book off the shelves. Should her book be pulled off the shelves just because she's not a doctor? And but she just say she practiced therapy. She never said she was a doctor, according to her words. So should her book be pulled? And like, she's not. I'm basically saying she's not forcing people to watch her. She's not forcing people to read her book. So should her book be pulled, considering she's not forcing people to? She's not
She's
forcing.
been lying. Let's start there.
Okay.
So here recently, Cheyenne done became prevalent to where you see her everywhere. She's all on these talk shows and podcasts and da 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 da. But
Mm-hmm.
this like been in the last like 2-3 years type situation. It ain't been. I don't remember her in 2019, 2020,
Yeah.
2021, 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but when she popped up, it was just she wasn't somebody that I would just be following and taking advice from. But I've seen her in the algorithm, you know, and it was a lot of people that called on to her and like what she was saying, and but she wasn't my type of gal. So now that I'm seeing all this, it's like, wow, this woman, first of all, she's lying because all of this is a coincidence. Well, hell, I might as well say that I went to Orgal University and got a
You was a
doctorate
pilot for
degree.
Spirit. You was a pilot for Spirit, but down Spirit. I was a
Yeah, I
pilot at
was
Spirit for
a pilot.
20 years.
I was a
I
CFO of
worked at Blockbuster. I
Iceman.
was the CEO at Blockbuster for 30 years.
Everything. She got a excuse for everything.
And then she
I
got
got my
she got an excuse for everything. Like, God
This how you
dang.
know a person is lying. I got my doctoral, but when I went to get my transcript, the school was closed down, and the third party company that keep the records only keep them for 2 years. I was listening to that Breakfast Club like, what? This woman that got over on all of y'all. She reminded me of the black lady that was on the news that time doing the fake sign language. She was on that lady was on there doing the fake sign language. I think this was in California. If don't get me wrong, it was a black lady that was doing fake sign language on the news. And everything she was doing was fake. She was on there doing all of this, and all of that was fake. To where the deaf people was like,
The deaf people
the
had
deaf
to
people
report her.
was like, the deaf people like, what is this woman translating? This is not real. That's what Cheyenne Bryant been doing to y'all. She been faking as a doctor, got her book, promoting it, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She has no record of a doctoral. People work hard for those
Yeah,
degrees, and that's unfair. That's unfair for her to
a
say.
lot of real doctors ain't been messing around with her. They've been coming out and
People work
going
hard for
crazy
their
on
degrees, and especially people of color. They work hard for them degrees. But anybody of any race, anybody that's a doctor that has earned that degree, they worked hard for that degree. That's disrespectful for you to say that you a doctor and you haven't studied to become that.
her. Mm-hmm.
That's just disrespectful at the end of the day, in my opinion. She's a fraud. But I already knew she was a fraud.
Yeah, I
So
already knew she was a fraud. It didn't take it. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't take
some
all.
stuff just don't be rocket science, but some people catch it on the back end. Long as you catch it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got any topic for us? I don't got any more topics.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. Cause I had my Okay, yeah, we talked about that was the main thing. The main thing I had was about them 4 young men. That was messed up, but hey, they got themselves caught up in this situation. And then Drake and Spotify had shit down when Drake album came out too. Yep.
for no
With the
reason.
dropping them 3 albums and they wasn't even man.
Hold on, I got what's it called? I got one more thing for us to watch. I got one more thing because this
Hey,
was a
what you got?
topic. This was something we talked about last week, but
And then you were saying you want to talk about the Havana virus.
oh yeah, we hey, but look, no, I was gonna want to talk about it if I heard anything else
But it's
about it.
been dying down.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard anything else. I
Yeah.
didn't really want to talk about anything negative for real. Like
Yeah.
that was just too negative. I didn't want to really, we're
But
gonna.
like you said, it's done died down
So
from
I ain't heard
last
nothing.
week to this week. You ain't really been hearing about it.
So I
And then
just
my
left it
thing
alone.
is, like in the United States of America, we have all of these different vaccines and all of this different stuff, right? Because I myself, I have been because 2027 is going to be Carnival's opening a new ship that's going to be cruising in Africa, and I was thinking about taking that particular cruise, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to talk to my doctor about the, traveling out the country and what vaccines and stuff I need to get. But I do know that when you coming from the United States of America and you traveling like to Africa and stuff like that, there are certain either tablets or vaccines that you may have to take to, go over there to prevent you from catching anything.
Mm-hmm.
But if you coming from like other parts of the world, they may not have those type of stipulations on their citizens. You know what I mean? So it's different from a person in the United States that's, immune system is they have a good immune system versus somebody that's coming from another part of the world.
Yep.
Because I know like malaria or something like that, it's some type of vaccines and stuff you have to get when you traveling like to Africa per se, but I'm gonna look into it because that's somewhere I want to go. And like I said, I'm gonna be talking to my doctor and all that about that. But I just feel like coming from the United States, where our immune system is different from people from other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Well, what's this right here?
This was this AP swatch lines from this week.
Yes, because we had talked about that. It was they had to shut down the store in the Houston Galleria.
This is Miami,
They
but
had to shut down the store in the Houston Galleria.
the AP watch, it wasn't even a real watch. It was like a pocket watch. We
Yes, it
thought it
was a
was
pocket watch. We thought it was a watch for your wrist.
so it was a $400 pocket watch that they were dropping. And how do you feel about malls being shut down and stuff like this over the $400 AP watch? Are
Now
people like
that's
sheep? Are people sheep?
I think that that's crazy, first of all. And I don't even know what to say about these people. Like I wouldn't have mind getting a watch, but then once I found out that it was a pocket watch, one, which means it was like on a little thing. It don't, not for your wrist, but from videos that I had seen, one young man was saying he was hoping that it could be turned into a wristwatch. You know what I'm saying? But for the stuff that happened in these different cities, I was very disappointed. And then another thing I was hearing, even in the Dallas Galleria, people was paying $800 to $1,000 to skip the line,
People was paying for $400 for the 400 for the watch. As soon as they leave, selling it for 2 bands.
and they were paying to skip the line. Skip the
The watch
line.
wasn't even all that.
Yes, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know. When you had brought it to my attention, I'm like, if I could get a watch, I would like to have one. And then when I seen that it was a pocket watch, I was like, it wasn't even worth me getting up in the morning trying to. But then, like I said, I end up seeing that people were already staying overnight. Once I seen people were staying overnight, I knew I wasn't gonna get no watch. So I just didn't even think about it no more. Cause I'm just like, if people are staying overnight and I'm over here on the east side chilling,
Mhm.
ain't no way in the world I'm gonna get a watch. And once people staying overnight and camping out,
Yeah, that was
I'm out of
yeah.
there. I'm out of there. So I knew I
Mhm.
was above it. It was above my head at that point. But yes, they shut down. They were shutting down the stores because people were going on about this watch.
Yeah, I think people did too much over the watch. From being
Hmm.
honest, people did too much. But every time it's a big brand and they do something, like you saying, oh, they doing something for the media and income people. This is what happens.
I was excited about it. It wasn't even a watch, right? It wasn't even a watch.
Imagine if it was a watch. Somebody would have died over that watch. Over in one of these cities. If that was a real watch, somebody would have got killed over it.
They were going crazy. They were going crazy, and I didn't realize that it was like such a big deal. But then when I heard DDG, DDG was upset that people could afford to buy it.
Hmm.
I was my nose turned up at him a little bit about that because I kind of like him. I've always rooted for DDG because I feel like Haley was doing him bad about him trying to be in that baby life. But when I seen he had that attitude about people, just the average person being able to wear that type of watch, he was upset about it. He did not like it. He said, I paid 400K for this watch. And a
Hmm.
regular person can just go buy it. He didn't like that. That tripped me out. What you think about that? Since you be asking me questions, what you think about DDG not liking the average person being able to buy a AP watch?
I buy stuff because I like it. So I don't really buy stuff because of the name. If I like it,
Right.
I like it. Like I done had some Walmart shoes as an adult because I like the Walmart shoes.
Hmm.
So I don't care. Him
Hmm.
personally, he care about that type stuff. Maybe if I had more money and I get to that point and I could get an AP watch for
But
$500,000,
no,
maybe.
would you want to have that type of character to where you wouldn't want the average
No,
person to be
no,
able to have something that you have?
no, I wouldn't care. Everybody, I
Because
wouldn't
that's the impression
everybody
I
get a
got.
shot. Everybody, I don't care. Like like people be caring about people like somebody with a Lamborghini. If they drop Lamborghini prices to $35,000 for a day, and then everybody could go get a Lamborghini. The dude with a Lamborghini gonna be like, well, oh man, like, what's the point of having a Lamborghini if everybody could go get one? Why you care about what everybody could get, bro? Like, it doesn't matter, bro.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, if the average man can do it, whoop de doo.
Like it doesn't matter, bro. Just be happy. Everybody was happy when it was your turn, but when it's somebody else,
Yeah, if the average man can get something you got, whoop de doo. Be glad for them.
Like, dang.
Cause you got it like that, so you ain't even got to worry about it. You just buy it.
But there be people for you.
Yeah,
Even
that's
now you
people
see that
for you.
people always worried about what somebody else got going on, bro. God dang, I done finally got what I got over here, and you over here looking old. Man,
Man,
not worried about what I got going on, bro. I'm not worried about you. I like the AP watch. They made it $400. I could finally go get one, bro. If you don't want your watch, you shouldn't have bought it if you don't really like it like that. If you only liked it because I couldn't get it.
yeah, you only liked it because people couldn't afford it.
You gotta really like stuff if you gonna buy it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be buying stuff for other reasons. So that's
Yep,
that's that. You gotta
that's
like
that.
buy stuff that you. I ain't gonna say stuff, anything in terms of life. Worry about what you like. If you got a girl, worry about your girl. If you got a man, worry about your man. Stop worrying about what other people got going on.
Right on. Message.
But we're gonna start our week strong this week. We got 20 days after today until we take our family trip. Ready to, ready.
Yes, y'all. We going on a family, and we haven't been on a family trip in like 10 years. And when I say family, I mean like our family, extended family, like all of us together. So and we're gonna vlog it too.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna vlog it.
Yeah, we're gonna vlog it.
We're
So,
on the 6 day cruise. We're gonna, having a good time.
yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in. Give us a like, a share,
Hype, like, comments, subscribe.
subscribe. Yeah.
I appreciate all the subscribers. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple subscribers. We got a couple. I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. We got a decent amount of views. I appreciate y'all watching.
Thank
Leave some comments down
y'all.
below, and we'll be back with y'all next week.
Bye. Episode 6. Oh, boop, 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 boop.